So I'm on my way to work. Um, and I'm feeling really good today, even though I know that today is going to rain, but it's been like a really rainy summer. It's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on out here. So, some of y'all know that I got divorced in January, and I was going through these like emotional roller coasters and everything. I was up, down, upside, all types of stuff. So, where am I at right now with my feelings? Because in January, it'll be a whole year that I've been divorced. So, I'm going to tell y'all something, but I really can't go into detail about it because it's very touchy. But there was an incident. I'm not going to say where, but a man and a woman, they were going through a divorce, I believe, and I think the man, it was separated from his wife, and they have a child. Well, recently this man has been found dead. He had supposedly committed suicide, and I was thinking to myself like, OMG. So of course the next in kin, they have to contact his wife, right? Which they were already separated and in the process of getting a divorce. And so now his wife, I don't know how she's going to feel about this because they were separated and she gets the news that he's dead. Now she has to explain to her son that your father is no longer, even though the father had been getting his son on certain days. But it's just so devastating, and it made me realize, like, you know what, I had a lot of issues with we didn't really have issues like that, but the whole court thing was just crazy. But I would not want to get no news like that my ex-husband had passed away or whatever like that. And I know I say certain things out my mouth, but I was just like, oh gosh. And I know, I don't know this lady's feelings, but if she was ever a cause of her husband's death, um I know she would be kicking herself, like just kicking herself daily, every single day. Or maybe not. Maybe she just doesn't care. So where am I at right now? To be honest with you, how can I say it in a way that's not going to sound so cruel? I've gotten used to, I guess when time goes by, how can I say it in a way so y'all can understand what I'm saying? I gotten used to just being alone, that I don't feel anything like, well, right, this is where I am at right now in my 8th month, because you go through denial, you go through, no, I'm gonna fight, no, I'm gonna continue on praying, no, I'm gonna hold on, and no, I'm gonna do this, and it eats you up and it beats at you, that I'm to the point right now, I'm good. I'm really like, I didn't think that I could be happy after my divorce, but I am. And I'm finding that I'm not focusing on that anymore. I'm not focusing on him and what he's doing. I know this is going to sound cruel, but I don't care. Like, I care that I don't want to ever hear that something bad happened to him. But whatever he's doing right now, that's not any of my, God, see, I'm not God. So God is over him and protecting him and going to deal with him. As far as me, I'm good. And now, as far as relationship wise, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm not there to be in a relationship. I'm not even thinking about being in a relationship. That I'm really enjoying myself with being single. I'm enjoying that. Um, I understand, like, as a wife, you have so much that you have to do, especially when you have a husband. So I'm enjoying the simple fact that I could come and go as I please. I pray about it and I listen to God's direction. I'm taking care of my daughter. I thank God for a roof over my head. And I see that God is really working things in my life. I didn't think that I would ever come to a place where I'm like, it's cool, it's cool. Yeah, I think that with my husband's side of it, my ex-husband, I've forgiven him. I still need to get there with my father-in-law. I'm not going to lie. I ain't even going, I still need to get there with him, and God is really working with me on that. But, I'm still like, I'm to the point where I'm just like, I'm okay. I'm happy with my life right now. I'm happy knowing that I have a beautiful baby girl. You know, after dealing with multiple losses, I have a baby now, and I enjoy every single second of it. You know what I mean? So I'm not even upset about that. I would like more children, you know. Who knows? God may put it on my heart that I can adopt. You know what I mean? Far as relationship wise, I ain't even gonna fake. I am definitely not ready for no relationship. I mean, even though I know I really can't be in one, but I'm not even there. Like, I'm not even going to try to even debate, like, oh, I need a man, because I don't. So it's one of those things, like, you can't tell me nothing. You know what I mean? I'm following God, trying to seek ye the kingdom of the Lord. You know what I mean? But I found myself, I'm laughing, I'm having fun, I'm not depressed, I'm not feeling like I'm missing something, or I feel like there's this huge void. Even if I see my ex-husband with a woman, honestly, I'll probably glance and look the other way and keep walking. I don't, how can I say, I don't want to sound like I'm being cruel, but I'm at the point where I don't care. I don't care. We all live, and we all will have to die one day, including me and my husband, my ex-husband. So I don't really care. Now I'm to the point where I'm like, there's so many things on my list that I need to do that I'm not focused on that anymore. And maybe that last dream just got me to the point where I'm just like, I got other stuff to do. So I think that when you're married and you get a divorce, it doesn't matter. Even 20 years from now, you probably will go back and go to the archives and reflect. But the truth be told, me and my husband, at the time, we were married for 3 years before we got a divorce. And my daughter just turned 3, which means that 3 years just overruled the good 3 years that we had until he switched like a 10-speed on me. Those were the 3 years of happiness and love and the best times. And then 3 more years came that snatched all of that away, that honestly I'm almost forgetting how he was. You know how they say out of sight, out of mind? I used to have his photos up even in my room, and I guess it got to a point I was just like, I took them all down. And I saw a woman's comment not too long ago, and she was like, you have authority, you could keep praying. And I do believe the scripture when it says, if the unbeliever leaves, let them go. You're not bound in that cause. And I'm not saying that, I know the word, that I am bound to my husband as long as he lives, but my emotions in it and stuff, no. So, how am I feeling right now? I'm amazed at what God is doing in my life. And before my husband, I was already when I met my husband, I was going through a breakup. And before him, I was in a relationship with someone else. And before, you know what I'm saying? It was always a guy, you know what I mean? And I invested so much. And now I'm here in my mid-30s. And I'm just like, shoot, I need me a break. I'm about to have some fun, some clean fun, some happy fun. I think my mind frame has changed. I used to chase after the dollar, the limelight, wanted to do shows and VIP, drinking, partying all the time. Had to wear the best outfits and stuff. And now my mind is just so focused on God and my family that I find that I'm more content with family and friends and just having fun, just laughing. Like yesterday, my mom came over. And we had a really good time. She watched symphony for me because my sitter is going out of town. And it was great seeing her. So I'm at a point now where it's just like, you really do, you get over it. Just like, you just learn it when you push through and really let go of it. It doesn't phase you anymore. Like it doesn't fade you. I guess when a person stops loving you and push you away, and when you really let go of it, it really doesn't phase you anymore. So I'm really happy, like what God is doing in my life. Like I'm so focused right now. And I've never been this focused before. You know what I mean? Especially when you have a kid and you like, I be daggone, she not gonna want for nothing. So I gotta do what I gotta do out here, working. You know what I mean? Making sure she's straight. Like, it really doesn't fade you anymore. Yes, you do hurt, but I know some women out here where they just can't. They just they're holding on in such a way that it's just, like I said, it's unhealthy. And so now I'm at a point where I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm not longing for my husband to, my ex-husband to, oh, I want you to love me. I don't care. You have a choice in life, baby. You made your choice. It's cool. You did me wrong, but it's cool. It is what it is. It is what it is. Next. You learn when you take all of that energy and you put it to something, when you put it to something else, you'll see what God has in store for you. God knows the desires of your heart. And some of us may think that our desire is just straight our husbands. God will give you something, honey, and you'll find yourself like, wait a minute. Hold on, let me plug this in. So, that's where I'm at right now. I don't want to, how can I say it? This may not sound right to some of y'all, but I don't feel like I'm in love with my husband, my ex-husband anymore. I feel more, what's the word? I feel more focused. I feel more like, and the cool thing is that I'm not out here and I'm not dating, so I've abstained from having sex, so I'm celibate. So I hear God clearly. I'm more so focusing now in my mind. I want to be more health conscious and more healthy. I'm not eating meat anymore, but there could be some things that I can work on in myself. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at right now. This 8th month of divorce. Your first thing is like, the very first, I was upset, I was mad, I was angry, I was sad, I was depressed, I was, oh God, maybe he'll come back now. And I'm just like, it is what it is. I have accepted the fact that it will never happen. I know some people, but Mona, you don't know what my reality right now. My reality is that I am a divorced woman. I got the papers I don't have the papers, but we went to court. The judge granted it. I understand as a Christian, God, and even as not a Christian, God looks as a man and a woman, you become one. I get that. I understand that. It doesn't say, he says that the woman is not to depart from her husband. I never depart, but my husband gave me the boot, honey. And I'm just I understand that's what happened, It is what it is. I'm not walking around this joint and looking like I'm limped over, looking like I'm depressed. Shoot, Mona's still going to live. I'm still going to have fun. And where I'm at right now is just, yeah. I don't even want to think about this. If Son was to go out there and remarry and have next, what's for dinner? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, oh my God, I'm giving it all over to God. Everything. Every single thing over to God. And I'm learning to just have fun. Shoot, there's some things on my list that I really want, for my daughter, myself, and some of their material things. Like, I'm really wanting my own home. I want my own house. God has increased my credit score, that when that time comes, I'm gonna be like, I want that house. This car right here, remember at one point in time I was like, he's gonna try to take the car because his father tried to threaten me with that. Now I'm like, I'm about to upgrade, give me something better that's paid for. You know what I'm saying? I just want to enjoy life. I'm not thinking about that. See, when some of y'all wives get home, you gotta, cook for your husband and you enjoy doing it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Some of y'all got great husbands, some of y'all got horrible husbands. But when I get home, I ain't gotta do that. I went from independent, that when I got with my husband, I had to put my guard down because he was like, no, I'm in charge. And I had to realize, okay, you in charge. But now it's like, I'm in charge. So can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Not even a man who's in church gonna point the finger at me. You not my husband. You can't tell me anything. Nothing. I can come and go as I please, and I can enjoy. I don't have to be stuck in what somebody did to me. So that's why I'm at the 8th month of post divorce or after divorce or whatever you want to call it, I'm happy. I'm really happy. And I know it's y'all, well, you're not supposed to be happy. Why not? Why not? I'm happy, honeys. I got me some juice. I juiced this morning. Can't tell me nothing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, even if he did come around, it wouldn't even be the same. It'd be like, hi, bye. Only thing we have in common, me and Anna, we got married. It don't mean I have to be married to you, stuck with you, or want to be under you for what? It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, you have to learn to forgive. You have to learn just to go through life and not live in the past. And I was holding on like crazy, but God knows your heart. I know I'm not. I know that I'm really happy. And I know me too, y'all. I see married couples, you know, separated, divorced, and they both get old. You know what I mean? One die off, then the other one die too. So it's like, it's no point in me even being stuck in the past, you know? So anyway, I'm going on my way to work. So in my 8th month, I am really like, it's not fading me like it did at the beginning. It's not, my heart doesn't drop anymore. And I asked God to take that desire away, and he truly did, because now I'm like, so they ain't got nothing to do with me. But Mona, what if everybody has decisions. You can have children that you raise, and when they grow up, you taught them God's word and everything. But if one of them go out there to become a murderer or a killer, and they're old enough to know better, you're not held responsible for that. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with your wife or with your husband do. If they're not doing what God is telling them, you are not to be you're not held responsible for that. You are not to stay in the past and mope and cry and cringe and throw up, because like I said, that's not healthy. But I've really learned to laugh and not be fazed at the simple fact that what you did to me in my past, now I'm just like, no, I don't want it. I mean, I'm good now. Like, I'm gonna see how far I can go doing things on my own. You know what I mean? When you do things on your own, God is doing stuff, so I don't mean no harm. What do I kind of need you for? I mean, I know I married you and all, but I'm good now. I'm happy. But anyway, y'all, you have a blessed day. My 8th month, I'm happy. Y'all have a blessed day today.